everyone, it's Tammy. Welcome to Creative Girl Vintage and project number 4 of my Making a Vintage Christmas series. I found some really sweet images and I paired them with some vintage book pages to create some really simple, easy little ornaments for the holidays. I hope you'll find some inspiration today. Let me gather up our supplies and let's get started. Okay, let's talk about today's images that we're going to be using. When I saw these, I was so inspired to make something. They're so sweet. These came from Cotton and Twig TX on Etsy. They are a digital download. The link to that shop is in the description box below this video, as well as any crafting supply I'm using today. I try to put it down there for you guys in case you're looking for something. So there's 20 angels. They are so cute. I printed mine out on plain white cardstock and I resized mine at 3 inches just to keep things in proportion for this project. Okay, so this is some little fussy cutting here on these angels. As usual, I will use my little cutter bee scissors, which are very precise, and they're the best tool for the job. So just to save us a little time, I cut out a little angel for us here to get started, and she's so cute. And this is like a good point where if you want to add a little bit of your distress ink around the edges, this is a good time for that. So what I'm going to do is we're going to kind of firm her up a little bit and just make her a little bit stronger. And I'm using one of my craft sticks, which I feel like I've been using these a lot lately. So let me just kind of lay it right here and eyeball the size I want to put on the back of this image. And I'm just going to grab my bad scissors here, because I definitely wouldn't want to use my good ones for cutting craft sticks. But these work good for craft sticks. Okay, let me see. That's perfect. A little bit of hot glue down the back here and just strengthen this up a little bit. And it's going to serve another purpose too. How about a little bit of baker's twine, and let's put a little hanger on the back of this as well. This hanger is going to kind of be sandwiched in between the image and the vintage book page medallion that we're doing, so everything will hang really nice as an ornament. Okay, just folded this in half, and I'm just going to lay this on here. Give that glue like 1 moment to cool down. I feel like I can touch it. And puts a little loop right here on top. And basically she's ready to go. So let's make some vintage book page medallions. All right, I've got a couple of old book pages here. I've got 2 of them. I have a couple books that whenever I need book pages, they're my go-tos that I'll rip pages out and use them for projects. And so we are going to turn this into, we're going to make it look just like this one right here, okay? So I'm going to start out, I got my 2 sheets together here, and I've got some simple pinking shears. And I'm just going to go up, and I'm just going to cut this excess paper off, kind of using this as my guide, right here, using those letters as my guide. And, you know, you can probably do this with decorative scissors if you have it. I have some decorative scissors, but I'll tell you, they are really dull and they just kind of gnaw at this paper. So I couldn't use those today. All right, I still got my 2 sheets stuck together, and I've just got a little paper cutter here because I want to cut a 1.5 inch strip. So let's just line this up here. I thought the 1.5 inch worked really good for this. So basically, we're making a 1.5 by 12 inch strip. Okay, put this over here. Now before we do anything, I'm also going to grab, I meant to like clean this out here. There we go. This is just a little paper punch, and this is like a little small size. Probably anything will work. And I'm going to go through here and right up the edge of this pinking sheared edge, just pop in some little holes. I thought this gave it a kind of a cute little look, like like more lacy. It's just a little optional touch you can put on. Okay, and then, all right, we want 12 inches. So we're gonna have to obviously hook these pieces together. And I got a ruler here, let's see. All right, let's cut off, we've got a lot of extra paper, so we can cut off everything that doesn't have words, right? Okay, just to kind of get right around that 12 inches. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, and grab a little bit of stick glue. And we're going to attach these two together, just so we have one nice long strip, 1.5 by 12. Okay. There we go. And as you can see, just from my cutting with the pinking shears, I don't think I'm exactly really perfect here, but I'll tell you, it really doesn't matter. I think it turns out so sweet. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is just accordion pleat this. And I'm gonna flip it over like this and fold, and then fold it again, flip it and fold it. And I think my folds are probably like a 1/2 inch, but you can make them whatever you like. And so I'm just gonna continue to do this. And after I fold, I'm just gonna kind of make sure I crease it down too. So we got a nice good crease. And I'm going to continue to go down through here until I have this whole strip with accordion pleats. All right, here's all of our little pleats. And before we go any farther, let's punch out with just a paper punch, or if you don't have a paper punch, just cut yourself out a couple little circles, because we're going to need something to hold this together. All right. So this is where you kind of need 3 hands, so you get yourself a little bit prepared for this. Okay, I'm just going to see which way I want to flip this, because we're going to glue our circle together here. I think I want to go this way. Yes, there we go. So I can kind of like put those two together like so. So let's put a little bit of the stick glue right there, bring our other end around, and glue those two little ends together. Okay. All right, so now we want our pretty side sticking out. So make sure when you push this down, you have your pretty side here where we use the pinking shears. And I just pushed it down, and this is where you need all the hands. And I'm going to take a little bit of the hot glue, just very carefully, especially since I'm going past my finger right there. Lay a little bit on there, lay this guy right on, and just hold it for just a moment or two so we are glued. You can go around and kind of align your pleats back up again. Okay, isn't that pretty? And then on this side, I'm going to do the same thing, just so this is nice and secure. I'm going to put my glue on my little circle right here and put that right there in the middle. Okay, doesn't that look nice? Get our little girl, and she's going to lay then right on top of that circle. Now I have a lot of different variations here on kind of decorating her up. I'm going to use a little bit of bump chenille, and what I did was laid it behind her, and I thought that was really pretty. It gave it a very sweet vintage look. This one here, I added a little bit of the bump chenille to the bottom of her dress, and with a little bow. And then this one here, I used, this is the tinsel tree garland that I found at Target. It's small and cute, and I laid that behind her, and for a hanger I used the silver pipe cleaner. So there's a lot of different things you can do, just whatever you've got on hand. I think like the feather boa would look cute too. I liked this bump chenille, and I just cut a couple bumps. I cut the bumps off the bump chenille, and I just bended it up a little bit to kind of make it fit around the circle in the middle. So I just wanted it to just kind of fit, because it's basically going to just peek out from behind her. Okay. A little hot glue puts it all together. All right. And then let's get our little angel, and easy peasy, right here, just smush that right down, hold it for a sec. She's darling, isn't she? All right, I'm going to use, let's grab a little piece of scrapbook page here. This is one of my favorite rubber stamps of all times. This is Vintage Girl. And I'm going to just stamp this scrapbook page here, and we'll just cut this out. I love it. I love stamping on this old paper. Okay, and I'm going to put our little Vintage Girl right here. Got a little bit of Mod Podge. Let's put it on with that. We'll just lay that right on. And while we have the Mod Podge out, my goodness, these angel wings have to have glitter. And also, you can take your Mod Podge and just kind of load your brush, scrape it along that really pretty little edge there. Grab a little extra. I love this. It kind of looks like snow. And I always put my glitter in a bowl. This is just easy to use. It's always right here on my table. I'm just going to roll that glue right in there, and there you go. Isn't she absolutely the cutest? So once you make your little vintage book page medallion, you can put so many things on that. So it's just like a really nice little base piece to work off of. And this one here, I used a different little Christmas rubber stamp for that too. So there's just so many possibilities. And I certainly hope you found some inspiration today. And if you like crafting along with me, I hope that you'll give it a thumbs up. And I will be back with project number 5 of my Making a Vintage Christmas series soon. So may there be joy in your world today. Happy crafting, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.